Alright, let's watch. Sugar Tits. 2 weeks ago. This gender bender. Oh my god, this is going to be painful, isn't it? Trump calls triggers. Florida versus Australia. The contest of crazy. Contest of crazy. Sugar Tits.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. It's Sugar Tits. It's Sugar Tits.
Hi everyone and welcome.
Hello, Philip August. Have you heard of a content creator called Sugar Tits? Have you ever heard of Sugar Tits? I'm gonna introduce you to this wonderful content creator called Sugar Tits. Okay? Sugar Tits is the wife of Bering. Okay? The wife of Bering, a super reactionary content creator from Australia. And he happens to have a super reactionary wife from Australia called Sugar Tits. Wonderful. And I will introduce you to many, many more. Okay?
Back to another Sugar Tits video. Now, unlike
Yay! Sugar Tits video! Yay!
fine Americans under the Trump regime, here in Australia we are suffering with a dickhead government that is firmly associated with bullshit lefty ideology, which is
Bullshit lefty ideology. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, Sugar Tits based. Oh no, you. Why would I watch based people, okay? Why would I watch based content as slop? Why would I title based content as slop? Weak woke, sending us broke. Sure. The Australian government is not even that left-wing from what I understand, by the way.
painfully apparent when it comes to the whole trans what is a woman debate.
Did you mean that biological males can be women?
Men. So I think that we have different language that perhaps you're using than I would use. So I don't understand the
What's with the music, by the way?
term biological men.
Right.
And if I ever needed confirmation that my
Right, there's no such thing as a biological man, by the way. Okay, is a male dog a biological man? True. Well, I'm afraid that everyone that you're talking to might be only consisting of you right now. It's okay, we'll watch Sugar Tits together.
my decision to move from Victoria to Queensland was a bloody good idea. Here it is. The Queensland government have reinstated a ban on puberty blockers and hormone treatment for new adolescent patients with gender dysphoria in Queensland's public system until at least 2031.
The Queensland government has
Why is that good? Why is that so good, Sugar Tits? Oh, because you hate children and you hate people. Amazing, Sugar Tits. Oh, wow. This place hates people and constitutes bans on healthcare. This is why moving here was such a great idea.
reinstated a freeze on puberty blockers for people under 18 years old, starting the gender transition process.
Why would you start puberty blockers when you're 18? What the fuck? Why would you do that? What's the point of taking puberty blockers when you're 18 years old? What do you mean the block on puberty blockers under 18?
The government bucking a decision by the state Supreme Court, which found it had failed to adequately consult with health professionals when it banned puberty blockers in January. Hours after the ruling, the state's health minister issued a directive bringing the ban back into effect. Members of the trans community are planning a protest in Brisbane tonight.
And this has pissed off the left wokies.
When we talk about gender
Yeah, I think it should piss everybody off that healthcare is being blocked, no? Not just left-wing wokies.
equality, we must be clear that means equal treatment of all genders, including trans and non-binary people. Around the world, we're seeing gender diversity being used as a weapon for ideological and political purposes. This is particularly unjust when it targets a group that already faces higher rates of violence and makes up less than 1% of the population.
Wait, this is woke. This is left-wing wokies getting mad? A woman calmly saying arguments why trans people deserve healthcare? This is the wokies going mad?
Well, it seems the Queensland government didn't get the memo because
What the fuck?
they no longer want to cater to that 1% of the population when it comes to the definition of what a woman is.
Queensland's government has changed its definition of what it means to be a woman.
That's right, Queensland have taken back the word woman. Unbelievable that it needed to be taken back in the first place.
The Minister for Women says the state government defines a woman as an adult female human being. This redefinition removes Labor's inclusive term to mean all people who identify as a woman or a girl.
Can you believe that? Can you believe
Yeah, I can't believe that Australians can be bigots, yeah.
that we're in a time where you have to reaffirm the definition of the word woman, defining it as a woman who is an actual adult female human being. Crazy town. In fact, it's crazy to me that Queensland is now the only state in Australia that has banned puberty blockers for adolescents with gender dysphoria. The only state. Kudos to Queensland for not
Yeah, kudos to Queensland for banning healthcare. What the fuck?
wanting to chemically castrate their children before they're mature enough to really understand the ramifications of what they're doing to their bodies.
Yeah, because puberty blockers, I guess, castrate children. Sugar tits. You're a brilliant person. Chesardis, hello. Hello, Chesardis. We're watching Sugar Tits. Okay. Do puberty blockers cause infertility? Oh wow, okay. It's auto-filled. Puberty blockers or GnRH agonists are generally considered reversible, meaning puberty resumes once medication stops, while they pause the development of sperm or eggs. Studies on precocious puberty indicate they do not cause permanent infertility. Whoops. So puberty blockers do not cause infertility. What did that person just say? Sugar tits?
Dysphoria. The only state. Kudos to Queen blockers for now the only state in Australia that has banned puberty blockers for adolescents with gender dysphoria. The only state. Kudos to Queensland for not wanting to chemically castrate their children before they're mature enough to really understand the ramifications of what they're doing to their bodies. And as
The sugar tits here even know what puberty blockers are? What do you mean changes to their bodies? What do you mean the ramifications of what they're doing to their bodies? The whole point of puberty blockers is to block the changes to the body so that you can think about the ramifications and make a decision. That is the whole point.
it's no wonder that Queenslanders are taking action, if not the rest
I swear to God, if burying us stupid, then the sugar tits wife is even stupider than burying.
of Australia. When you get bullshit like this popping up, a trans woman wants to be the recipient of a uterus transplant to be the first trans woman to have an abortion. Oh my God.
Trans woman
Based.
to have a successful uterus transplant, ovaries and eggs included, and I want to be the first trans woman to have an abortion.
And how about this bizarre
Based. Let's do this.
bullshit? This trans woman is positively beaming with joy at receiving a time to book an appointment with your gynecologist for a cervical screening, aka pap smear, letter in the mail. Let me tell you, there is not a woman on the planet who has been overjoyed to receive that letter. There is not one single woman who has thought, yes, I get to be probed on a table with scrapey metal sticks shoved up my clacker so they can scrape up my insides. Oh, pure joy. I can't wait for that shit. No woman alive is looking forward to that. If you were a real trans person trying to be a woman, you wouldn't be dancing
What the fuck is a real trans person? What is a fake trans person? God, this person's stupid. Swear to God.
around with joy waiting for that. You wouldn't be beaming at the thought of your legs up in stirrups, being probed like some sort of alien experiment. Get a fucking clue. And if you think this kind of mental illness isn't a problem, well, you're wrong. It is a problem when you've got
Mental illness. Everything I don't like is a mental illness. I say the sugar tits with a bear thing. Whatever the fuck that is.
like this woman who is setting her kid up right from the start to live a challenging life where they may be bullied, where they'll be constantly questioning their existence and confused and never really feel like they fit in society. She's setting them up for that. And in my opinion, it's a bitch act.
Yeah, it's a bitch act to not force your children into boxes and stereotypes. Yeah, what a bitch act.
Trying to eliminate gender, we're actually trying to show
Literally the bearing with a bow. Yeah, that is his wife, actually. That is actually his wife. Bering's wife is a content creator. As if Bering was not bad enough.
how
I am going for a blast to the past now. Okay? Bering. Sugar tits, sugar tits, sugar tits, sugar tits.
Limitless gender can be, right? And just really helping kids find their own path to it and follow their lead so that they feel comfortable and authentic.
You're not helping
Oh, helping children feel comfortable, authentic? Fuck you.
your kid find its path to gender. You're taking it away from them from the very beginning. I mean,
Yeah, you're taking away their path of, I don't know, aligning with the norm, of just, conforming. How dare you?
way to fuck up your kid right from the start.
In America, someone who knows how it's done
If you don't conform, you fuck up.
is gender creative parenting guru and social scientist Dr. Kyle Myers.
Oh, God help them.
Oh god, science, oh no.
Bastard who married you. What the fuck was that again? Gender creative parenting guru and social scientist Dr. Mental as Fuck Frankenstein.
7 years ago, Kyle and her Australian husband Brent
Oh, mate, you stuck your dick in a whole bunch of crazy, didn't you?
Projection. I'm sorry.
had their first baby.
No way, she's actually a perfect match for Bearing. They're both colossal idiots.
Zoomer.
We didn't assign a gender at birth, and we didn't disclose Zoomer's reproductive anatomy to people who didn't need to know. The reproductive anatomy that my kiddo was born with, I didn't want to assign too many labels and assumptions and, destinies on top of that.
How does this work as the kid grows up? Okay, say Zoomer is a male. Surely at some point, Zoomer will look down at their anatomy and think, okay, I've got a willy, a penis. Daddy
Okay, what does that have to do with disclosing that to the world? What the fuck? They didn't say we didn't tell Zoomer what their genitals are. They said we didn't disclose it to anybody.
does that make me a boy? What is their answer gonna be? It's gonna be some bullshit lefty crap. No, Zoomer.
Oh, some bullshit lefty crap.
Just because you have a penis doesn't make you a boy. Girls can have penises. Oh god, I feel for this kid.
Okay, what is that leftist bullshit? I love those content creators. I love those grifting content creators that just assert things without any explanation, without any... It's just all self-evident. It's just all common sense, feels before reals, no analysis needed.
Believe that if you're born with a penis, doesn't necessarily make you a boy.
Right. Because so a lot of people who are born with penises identify as a boy, and a lot of people who are born with vulvas identify as a girl.
1%! 1% of the population! You're fucking your kid up! You're fucking your kid's head up for a statistic that revolves around 1% of the population.
Okay.
Big part in that is because they're assigned the boy and girl labels, right? And are socialized as such.
Isn't that confusing for a little child?
Yes, it is. It's
Why? You cannot just assert it, okay? You have to explain why. Like brainlets like this get 200,000 subscribers, okay? And I hate it. They're just saying things. They're just throwing slogans out.
confusing as fuck.
I think it's actually more confusing to make children think that, the 8 billion people on the planet all neatly fit into one of two boxes?
Oh god, there's a reason for that. And
There we go. There's a reason for that. What is the reason for that?
why wouldn't you want them to fit in? Why would
Oh, okay. You're just gonna say there's a reason, but you're not gonna state the reason. Brilliant.
you want them to feel like they don't belong? Why would you want them to feel like they don't belong to the majority? I'm not saying it's bad to not fit in, but humans have evolved to be this way. We've evolved to want to fit into a group, to feel protected, to feel wanted, to not feel like social outcasts, which could lead to depression and all sorts of other things. Why would you do this to your kid?
But what you're saying is gender ideology shouldn't be taught in schools. Why can't people be taught that they're allowed to be who they want to be? Why?
They can be who they want to be. This is teaching the opposite. We're telling them they can be something they're not.
Bingo! Keep the fantasy crap out of the classroom. You know what?
Okay, what makes it fantasy? Just because you think it's fantasy doesn't make it so. Just because on an intuitive level, you haven't demonstrated that it's fantasy beyond you just, again, asserting that it is. Like you're not saying anything. You're just practicing feels over reels all the time, non-stop. and trying to force it into reality.
My favorite thing about these gender bender activists is, one, they become so highly emotional that they don't even listen to you.
And you're not highly emotional? I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be pretending that you're doing some calm, logical analysis here instead of throwing fields over reels at me for 16 minutes?
completely ignore facts.
Kids.
Oh, facts. You haven't provided a single fact throughout this video. Not a single one. Okay? Saying it's not normal is not a fact. Saying, oh, they will not fit in is not a fact. Saying there's a reason for that is not a fact. You haven't used a single fact throughout this video.
Standing here and doing, what are you trying to say?
So would you like to hear the actual statistics about suicides?
I don't want to hear because I've lived that experience, mate.
Two, more often than not, they get caught out in their own bullshit, and then someone has to come along and tell them to shut up in the disguise of...
Also, it's not enough to just throw raw data. Without any sort of interpretation, raw data is meaningless, but I guess grifters like this don't care about that. None of them care. None of them give a crap.
It's okay, it's okay, you don't have to talk to him.
Can men be women?
No, but men can't be women, but trans women are women, trans men are men. It's how it works.
The reality of the situation is that trans women, not men, trans women and other trans people are not predators. The statistics show us over and over again that trans women are not predators.
But do you agree that not all cis men are predators?
Yes, of course.
So why don't we let cis men into women's spaces as well?
Again.
You know that, listen, you do know that bathrooms that are just co-ed bathrooms exist, right? Do these people even know that bathrooms not segregated by gender exist? When I went to high school, my high school did not have segregated bathrooms. Everyone went to the same bathrooms and nothing happened. There was no problem, zero problems. It's all arbitrary. The bathroom thing.
Hey, this is a bad faith.
Why can't you answer the question? Why is it bad faith?
Can I still want to do this? Yeah, I am.
It is interesting how I'm having a perfectly fine debate here, but there's someone else coming around trying to convince them not to speak to me.
I'm done. This is a bad faith argument.
How can a girl be a boy?
We're not answering that.
Oh wow, some people are not great at debating. That must definitely mean that the whole conversation is meaningless and that the whole argumentation doesn't exist. Oh wow. I bet Sugar Tits is an amazing debater, by the way. I bet that she rocks the socks out of debates with her logic and argumentation. Boom.
You're talking about concepts that have not progressed.
You're telling me that by letting a girl identify as a boy,
What the hell does that mean? You're talking about concepts that have not... God.
you're saying we're helping them to be who they are. You can't tell me what it means for a girl to be a boy.
Let them
What's
identify.
actually going on there?
It means for someone to be the person they are.
It's so much
The
more
person
broad
that they
than
actually are
But
inside.
there's such a thing as reality.
As genetic.
That's not an argument. Okay? There's such a thing as reality. All that I could say that, yeah, and the reality is that trans women are women and trans men are men. What now? What kind of an argument is there such a thing as reality?
But that's one aspect of a person. That is one tiny aspect of a person, not the complete
it's
picture.
so broad. It's so
Not
broad,
their
and
experience.
we couldn't even speak on it because
So
there
is
is.
being a
Don't
woman
even
a
worry
feeling,
about it. Don't
for
worry about it. Don't talk. Don't talk.
Don't worry about it. Don't talk.
Okay.
Why can't he talk?
Don't talk. Don't talk. No, look, don't worry about it. You're not making any fucking sense, okay? You're not speaking any truths. This is all emotional bullshit, and you're...
I'm sorry, but saying there's such a thing as reality is not emotional bullshit?
Your argument is crap. Just zip it. Just zip it. You're the victim for being challenged here.
Don't worry about it. Don't talk. Don't talk.
And three, once they realize that they can't argue themselves out of their own delusions, they
What do you mean?
tend to resort to crude manners.
Then trying to tell people they shouldn't identify how they want. It's
Stopping
just.
the greatest child abuse scandal in the
It's not.
modern
It's
medicine
just not
history. It's
child
pretty
abuse.
good thing
But
to waste my
I
time.
can't. I clearly can't.
I don't
change
You told me you don't know about all the scientific stuff going on with kids, so how
No,
can you say it's
I-
not child abuse if you don't even know what's going on?
because I have.
Do you know all the scientific stuff that is going on with kids? Or do you just think you know because just hearing the words scare you? You hear puberty blockers, you have no idea what that is and it scares you. And therefore you know all the scientific... Sugar Tits here already just demonstrated that she didn't know what puberty blockers were by saying that they cause chemical castration or whatever.
The fucking brain. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Nice to meet you.
For the majority of people, in my eyes, I don't care. Like, I actually don't care. I care when it comes to toilets and like real world things. But if you said to me, I'm a woman, I'd call you a woman because I actually don't care. But
who cares about toilets? Again, when I went to high school, toilets were not segregated. There was not a problem. In fact, when the school decided to segregate them, everybody was upset about it because it would mean that people would have to go to certain floors of the school to use the toilet. And that would be a bother. It would be an inconvenience. Segregating bathrooms became an inconvenience for both girls and boys at the school. Nobody liked the idea. So what now?
But then equally, if you try going to a toilet where my mum or sister are, I'll give you a slap. Like, so you do.
Why? There are separate stalls for a reason. Why? It's so stupid. The whole bathroom argument is so stupid. The whole bathroom debacle. People are so stupid.
It depends what you're using the gender to access for. If you're using
That's
the gender
very transphobic, what you just said.
Other people. But
Nothing says I
Who cares about bathrooms? I swear to God.
won the argument than giving your opponent the finger on the way out. This guy didn't realize that not wanting a man in the toilets with his mother or grandmother was actually him being a big old problematic dickhead. But what he
Who cares who goes into the public bathroom where you have separate stalls for everything? Who gives a crap?
didn't know was that he was onto something. In that all that brainwashing, he actually pulled a thread of common
In fact, in changing rooms as well, you can have separate stalls. And then who cares who gets in? Who gives up?
sense. You see, women have the
What if a man does not want to change in front of different men? Does that not matter when it comes to changing rooms?
right to want to feel safe in their bathrooms and not want a biological man taking a
There's no such thing as a biological man. Man is a gender term. And oh, fuck me, man.
piss or a shit next to them. We all
Biological man.
remember the trans activist who sued a female beauty spa for refusing to give her a bikini wax. Well, they're now wanted by the police. In, as this article says, relation to a criminal harassment charge. Let's call a spade. Criminal harassment, aka sexual harassment. In this next clip, a clothing company has had to apologize over a trans employee in the bra department. Apparently, this biological male caused a mother and teenage daughter distress by approaching them in the lingerie area, offering to do a bra fitting.
A biological man who claims that they're a woman asked a 14-year-old girl in the lingerie section if she needed help with a bra fitting. And also bear in mind, this man's 6'2". You know, it's very curious when a man wants to work in a women's lingerie department under the guise of being trans. What do you think? Absolutely.
I think it's stupid. Because when people go to change, they go alone. Okay? Just because a person wants to help with bra fitting, it does not follow that they will follow you also for the changing. Okay? They can give you the bra and say, oh, I'm going to help you with fitting. Here's a bra. Go to the changing booth. See if it fits you. Come out. And if it doesn't, we'll find you something else. That can be assistance in bra fitting. Also, of course, no details are being given to this whole mess. Nobody goes with people to the changing booths.
I'm not surprised that this mother was very disturbed. This is a 14-year-old girl being offered support for a very intimate issue, bra fitting.
There are many parents rocking up to
This is so stupid, but of course, I'm not surprised that sugar tits and all brainlet idiots just jump on this.
school council meetings and going to extreme lengths to prove that biological boys should not be able to share bathrooms with girls.
What the fuck is biological boy?
The school district is saying that depending on a child's transgender identity, that they can pick which bathroom they want. So we have, right now at the school district, we have children self-identifying into different bathrooms just
Bathrooms have stalls. What the fuck?
based off of their... No, you cannot. I have my bathing suit on. Excuse me, this is allowed.
We're going to recess.
I'm going to finish my comments or you are violating my First Amendment rights.
But if you're down with the whole men peeing with chicks thing, you can always become an ally with hashtag you can pee with me, bro.
I wanted to tell you about a little...
People don't pee together in bathrooms. Public bathrooms. You have separate stalls.
hashtag that one of my guy friends started on X. And the hashtag is hashtag you can pee with me, bro.
And it is for all the male allies out there to use this hashtag when they see the men who are claiming special identities and that this buys them access into women and girls' spaces and boundary violation on us. If you see a man doing this, please comment under his post, hashtag you can pee with me, bro. Make
This is stupid as fuck.
these men feel safe in your spaces.
Yeah, it's the right wing that is the logical, rational. Yeah, I can see that.
Welcome them in. Tell them it's fine.
Just send him this little hashtag that
Totally rational argumentation from the right, as always.
says, you can pee with me, bro.
I know this one is in reverse, but it's just fucking funny. The hashtag is hilarious. Men, you can be allies and make your trans-identifying brothers feel safe in the men's room by saying hashtag you can pee with me, bro. So remember, next time you mistake what could be a very butch lesbian walking into the male bathrooms, remember to say, it's okay. Hey bro, come and have a piss with me. I'm an ally. Oh, God. But there's some weird shit going on in schools with this thing, I tell you what. Here's a story of a girl who had to fill out a mental health form to say that she was mental enough that she should be excused from having to share her bathroom with a boy.
I should have followed her in California.
People don't share bathrooms. Again, there are separate stalls. I'm sorry, are Western English speakers such bizarre weirdos? Again, I will repeat it for the... How many times do I have to repeat this? When I went to high school, we did not have separate bathrooms. And there were zero problems. It was convenient for everybody.
Reach out and let me know that her daughter had to fill out a mental health accommodation form declaring that she had a mental health issue for, get this, not wanting to share the restroom, locker room, bathroom with a boy. Let that really, really sink in. In California, if you're a girl who doesn't want to use, a high school, middle school age girl, if you don't want to have to use the restroom next to a boy or forcibly undress next to a boy, that
What do you mean forcibly undress?
makes you.
Should you have to forcibly undress in front of a different girl? Hello, Obsessive Forge. Like, why would a girl have to forcibly undress in front of other girls? When I was a kid, okay, and I was among boys, I didn't want to shower or undress in front of boys and men. Did anybody care? No, nobody cared. In fact, as a kid, I did a whole stink about it. Because you had trips with schools, and the teacher demanded that all the kids took the shower together or something. And I said, no, I don't wanna. I don't wanna take a shower in front of different kids from my class. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And it became a whole thing, and the teacher hated me for it. But why are we pretending that it's some sort of a gendered issue?
Mentally deranged.
This girl set up a petition in her school and got over 40 signatures from girls to say they didn't want boys in the girls' toilets. They gave it to the principal.
Yeah,
and
this is stupid. The whole toilet thing is stupid.
the principal did fuck all.
We got a bit uncomfortable that there's a boy in a female bathroom, so we got a petition.
Yeah, I sure believe that this kid came up with this on her own. Yeah, I totally believe that a kid is saying, yeah, a male is in the female bathroom, and we all felt so uncomfortable that in a separate, completely locked booth, there's a male presence. We felt the male vibes, and we just felt this is such bullshit. I'm sorry. The reality of the situation is, when you don't have segregated bathroom, no kids give a fuck. Okay? No kids give a fuck about that.
I write their names down because they didn't want to get in trouble, but some did. We got over 40 names and we gave it to the principal and they did nothing about it.
And it's not just the toilets being taken over in schools, it's now girls'
What do you mean taken over?
sports.
There's a reason why we have segregated sport. Yes. You can't
What is the reason?
have boys in girls' sport.
We're presenting.
What is the reason for segregated sports at school again? Oh yeah, there's none.
All men can now go into women's spaces. That's the big picture that I'm seeing. I know Ava's spoken up to the principal as well.
Why is always such English speaking? Why is always Australia? Why is it always the UK?
The face and hasn't got anywhere. So I just got a phone call home that her behaviour was inappropriate.
Yeah, I just have to have my daughter always use the bathroom at home from now on. Never pee at school. That will be the reasonable solution.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. She got reprimanded. She got reprimanded for this. She did this in the most diplomatic way that you can possibly do this. And she was still told off.
Did she?
I'm surprised she wasn't suspended or expelled. This stuff is absolutely crazy. Well, thanks so much for watching. Remember to check me out.
That's crazy. Super crazy. Not having male, I don't know, energy. Feeling the space between the segregated bathroom stalls is so important for, I don't even know for what. Brilliant. Sugar Tits is such a brilliant content creator. That was her newest video. 30,000, wait, let me see the comments. 30,000 views, newest comments. Accidentally found your channel on Bearing Stream. Love the content and narrative. Welp. Can't wait to see Sugar Tits' reaction to Canada's most recent trans shooting. God. I identify as trans species. This is crazy. I guess Sugar Tits is like an anti-trans channel. Or whatever. Sugar Tits, Sugar Tits, Sugar Tits, Sugar Tits. Let's go, Sugar Tits.
Oh, here we go.
Ah, here we go. Sugar Tit. Whoa. Tits.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Sugar Tits video. Have you ever heard of trans species? I shit you not, it's a thing. Identifying as trans species...
Oh no, a rebranded otherkin. Oh crap, oh no, it's so funny, ha ha ha.
Not to be confused with mental illness, is where a human has body
what a twat.
dysmorphia, or should I say species dysmorphia, to the point where they think that they are no longer a human being, but an animal, or an alien, or a fucking unicorn, or whatever the
It's
hell
called transhumanism.
they choose to identify as that day. Oh, God. Now,
that's her whole shtick in a nutshell, by the way.
a trans speciesist would claim that no, they don't choose to be that way. Maybe they were born that way. Bullshit. Because you'll notice they never choose to be ugly animals, do they? You never see a trans speciesist pig or a trans...
Pigs are not ugly animals. What the fuck? What do you mean ugly animals? Look at that, okay? Is this an ugly animal? Come on. Come on. Ugly animals. You're ugly, Sugar Tits. That's why you're afraid to show your face, okay? I'm gonna go there, okay? How dare you call pigs ugly? The hell? Ugly animals. You're ugly. At least on the inside, Sugar Tits. Look at this. Come on. Come on. Pigs are ugly animals? Come on. Oh, wow, look at this little piglet touching the nose of the adult pig. Pigs are cute. What the hell? People are horrible.
speciesist feminist whale. That would be more realistic.
A whale is not whales are not ugly. What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong? What the fuck's wrong with this person? What is so ugly about a whale? Whales are beautiful. What the hell? Whales are beautiful. Come on. They're big, but they're beautiful.
And you'll notice they never choose to fully commit to their particular animal's behaviours. They choose not to shit in public. They choose not to go up to random people and lick their assholes. And for the most part, because I don't even want to fucking go there.
What do you mean lick their assholes? Animals sniff butts, but they don't lick each other's butts. What?
They choose to have relationships and mate with other humans. And the excuses they come up with are bloody wild. So let's take a look at trans speciesism. Now, when I first heard of this, I thought, what the hell is that? Is that animals that are trans? Are they queer animals? By the way, that's a thing, and the gay fashion industry has capitalized on it.
Fashion world has become obsessed with a new sweater made from the wool of gay sheep. Designer Michael Smith partnered with a farmer in Germany to create a woven collection from queer sheep's wool.
What's the difference? What is the difference between the wool of a hetero sheep and a queer sheep? Is the queer sheep's wool softer? Does the queer sheep's love of theatre and other gay shit make the wool more desirable? Does it make the wool just super fabulous?
As many as 1 in 12 male sheep are non-procreative but show an interest in rams. Because they don't produce offspring, they're usually sent off to be slaughtered, but Michael Stuckey has saved 35 gay rams, including,
Aw.
wait for it, Marvin Gaye.
Well, fluffy, poofy, gay sheep is all well and good, but the question still remains, what is it to identify as trans?
Okay, this is boring. This is just boring. I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 more videos and then I'll play a game or something because we are overloading on sugar tits. Does she ever discuss any political topics at all? Charlie Kirk strategy. Oh, Charlie Kirk strategy. Sugar tits.
Hell is wrong with women? Whoa, 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 whoa. I know you're getting excited at the thought of answering that question. But let me give you more context. What the hell is wrong with women and why are they marrying the weirdest shit? You see, while some women are resigned to their
I don't know. You married burying. You tell me.
fate with a shitload of cats and no one to keep their mud cabins warm at night, other women are marrying inanimate objects. I'm talking marrying their pet dogs.
And some women marry idiots. So what's it to you?
A fucking train station, a rag doll, their pet cats, actually that one I can understand, and ChatGPT. You heard me right, ChatGPT. Now I'm sure it's not just women doing this shit. Actually, I have a feeling it's women just doing this shit, because men would just get a blow-up doll for obvious reasons and not marry it. You don't need to marry it. Not even the best range of vacuum cleaner out there is worth marrying for a man. Call it the Dyson version 500 fucking thousand million with the suck capabilities that will blow your socks off.
Amazing humor.
Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room. He still wouldn't marry it because it's an inanimate object and
Is that so? Let's test that with man marries doll. Let's see how many stories will come up when I click on man marries doll. Oh, the man marries the toy after a 2-year relationship. Mean Christian Montenegro, the man who married... Oh, this man started a family with his life-size dolls. Yeah, men totally don't do that. Man marries a doll. Man who married sex doll. Man divorces sex doll. Man marries doll. Oh wow, okay, yeah, that totally does not happen to men. Yeah, of course.
it's fucking retarded. So the first woman we're looking at today is Yorina Noguchi, a 32-year-old call center operator from Japan, who recently even held a wedding to marry an AI character she built and customized using ChatGPT. Her partner is an AI-generated persona named Loon Klaus Verdure. What the...
Okay, that's enough. I think I've proven my point with this person. She is stupid. All she can do is most... I don't know, lowest common denominator. I don't even know how to call that. That's below even culture wars. It's the stupidest, most brain-dead topics ever. Oh, how funny. This is so funny. Oh my god.